noticed how good we are at not being where we are? Classic scenario. You're stuck in traffic or standing in line at the bank. Your body is there, you're physically present, but where is your mind? It's not here. You're a mental time traveler. You've jumped 3 hours into the future, already arguing with your boss about being late, inventing excuses, sweating over a conversation that hasn't even happened yet, or you're in the past, replaying an old injustice, remembering how you got chewed out last time, and feeling that same familiar bitterness. And the only place you're not is here and now. That's the weird part. You have an insanely powerful machine in your head, a biological supercomputer. And what do you use it for? You use it to torture yourself with things that don't exist in the present moment. If you feel your heart rate rising, if you get tense because time is running out, that's a sure sign you've left reality. Today, we're not talking about positive thinking and butterflies. We're talking about the cold mechanics of the mind. We're talking about why human beings are basically programmed to sabotage their own peace, and how, with a few simple tools, you can interrupt that automatic mode. Welcome to the male truth. Let's borrow a concept from psychology and simplify it. Imagine that inside you at every moment, there are two states of consciousness, two characters fighting for the wheel. The first is the pilot. The pilot is aware, he's in the here and now. He handles problems. If he's running late, he sends a message. He doesn't spiral, he drives the vehicle. That's the part of you that's in control. The second is the passenger. The passenger sits in the back seat, strapped in, powerless, panicking. He doesn't see the road. He sees catastrophe. He plays the role of the victim. When things go wrong, the passenger complains. He looks for someone to blame. Why does this always happen to me? Look at this idiot driving. This isn't fair. Now here's the brutal truth most people refuse to see. They can't both drive at the same time. The moment you start getting irritated, cursing a traffic light, blaming fate, you've stood up from the driver's seat and handed the wheel to the passenger. You've demoted yourself from pilot to victim. And here's what's worse. Being the victim is exhausting work. In victim mode, you burn massive energy judging people. You hate the guy who cut you off. You envy the one who seems luckier. You resent the system. It drains you. It fries your circuits. So the question is simple. Can you create that click? Can you go from the back seat back to the wheel, even for 2 minutes? You might be thinking, easy for you to say, but you don't know my problem. I have a reason to be stressed. Fair. All of us have that primitive brain that takes over under pressure. We go automatic. We turn into robots. And no, you're not going to fix yourself once and become a Zen master forever. The idea of solved once, solved for life is a fantasy. This is a daily fight. Every moment you choose pilot or passenger. So how do you get back behind the wheel when chaos starts? You don't need silence. You don't need incense. You need a reality slap. You need a pattern interrupt. Your mind is like a broken record, playing the same worry on repeat. You have to lift the needle? Here's a tool you can use anywhere. In a meeting, on public transport, even in the middle of an argument. The moment you feel the passenger taking over, anger, fear, helplessness, do this. Stop. Literally freeze your body for 1 second. Take one deep breath in, then focus on one sense. Feel your feet on the ground. Hear the hum of a computer fan. Feel the texture of the steering wheel under your fingers. Why does this work? Because your brain can't be in the horror of the future and in the physical sensation of the present at the same time. The moment you feel your body, you return to now. And in now, there is no anxiety. Anxiety lives in tomorrow. In now, there's only the next task. Try this the next time your phone rings and you see a name you don't want to deal with. Instead of panic, one breath. Feel the phone in your hand, bring the pilot back, then answer. So why is this so hard? Why does negativity feel more natural? Because most of us are running outdated software. We're full of what I call viral beliefs. It often starts in childhood. Someone hits you with those you statements. You're clumsy. You're not built for that. Other people are smarter, and you, like an obedient computer, convert them into I statements. I'm clumsy. I'm just unlucky. Relationships don't work for me. Here's one of the dumbest and most common examples. I expect the worst. A lot of people expect disaster so they won't be disappointed. But if you walk into an important meeting or a job interview thinking, I'm going to say something stupid and embarrass myself, your brain receives a mission. Prove it. Your mind starts filtering reality. You ignore everything good, smiles, nods, warmth, and you zoom in on every tiny mistake, just so you can end the day saying, see, I knew it. I was right. We're addicted to being right, even when being right means being right about our own misery. That's the victim software. Change the code. When you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this, hack the system. Add one word, yet. I can't do this, yet. I haven't found a solution, yet. That one word turns it into a pilot task, not a passenger verdict. And finally, this same mechanism destroys relationships. Business or romantic. We love mind reading. He doesn't love me. She's ignoring me on purpose. My boss thinks I'm incompetent. Here's a sobering truth we should tattoo somewhere we can see it. Most people are not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves, their stress, their bills, their insecurities. In 99% of cases, someone's coldness has nothing to do with you. But the ego loves drama. It loves the story. Everyone is against me, because in a twisted way, it makes you the center of the universe. A mature, aware person doesn't assume, they verify. You feel disrespected. Instead of simmering for days and writing movies in your head, do something radical. Ask, it feels like we're on different wavelengths. Am I missing something? Can we talk? You'd be shocked how often the other person says, oh my God, no, I'm just stressed. I'm sorry. And the soap bubble pops. To wrap this up, most people are waiting for some big awakening. They wait for circumstances to change, for traffic to clear, for other people to understand them, and then they'll finally be calm. That's the trap. That's waiting for salvation from the outside. Real control, the power we talk about on this channel, doesn't come from controlling traffic or other people. It comes from letting go of what you can't control and controlling what you can. Imagine you have an invisible, solid anchor inside you, not tied to anything outside. It's in you. In every moment of stress, panic, or uncertainty, you have an option. Grab that anchor and remind yourself, I'm here. I'm the pilot. That's the difference between life happening to you and you actually living your life. If this hits you, like the video, and subscribe to The Male Truth. See you in the next one.